Gio Almeida has to be one of the stupidest people in this sport. Not only is he a pacifist fighter in a sport where you're meant to fight and beat up your opponents, not only is he that, but he's also has no urgency. He doesn't have the IQ, the urgency to get off the cage and win those rounds. He doesn't have the urgency, the IQ to have Volkov on the bottom and not throw any ground and pound. Yes, there's a risk to throw ground and pound because you're scared that the person under you is going to find that little bit of space and get out of it. Well, whoop-de-doo, you're in a fight. Punch, fight, kick, do whatever you need to do. Grapple, you black belt jiu-jitsu grappler. His IQ was displayed earlier this week, last week, I guess, of just how stupid he could be against Cunha. If this man was held against the cage, and instead of doing anything to get out of the cage, he's just waiting for the ref. He's like, hey, ref, come get this one, bro. Yo, get me out. Separate us. Yo, ref, come on. Like, are you dumb? Are you stupid or both? Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, does he know the sport he's in? Does he know why we're here? Does he know why he's trying? What is his goals? What does he want? Not only is he not fun, he's not smart, and we can't cut him. We are not cutting him. And here's the thing, another thing about it. I made a couple videos talking about, you should give these fighters steroids and stuff, right? What do you do with Jailton Almeida? He's buff. He's not that heavy. He could go to 205 if he wanted to. So what are you supposed to do? Like, train him to throw a punch, maybe, I guess. As a fighter, he should already know. And he's choosing not to. Dumb, big, goofy. I don't know what to do with him. Next person. Look, Michael Chandler is the epitome, is the poster boy of the lowest IQ having person in the promotion. Not only did he wait 2+ years, I think it's closer to 3 years now, right? How long has it been of him just waiting for the Conor McGregor fight? Will it happen? I don't know. I don't care. Look, I also know too much about his backstory, about him sending crazy emails to his wife and stuff like before he was their wife, where she didn't want to date him. Look, I don't want to get too deep into it, right? Let's just talk about in the cage activities. This man was, I think it was 1-1 against Gaethje, and then into the third round, he was winning. Chandler was winning. Chandler could have beat up Gaethje, and you know what he chose to do? He chose to just stand there with his hands down, baby with poop in his diapers, waiting for his mom to get picked up, pose, and just getting punched and kicked him by Gaethje, and that's what lost in the round. He got knocked down for that. He had Oliveira in the first round in a very bad position. He had Oliveira on his back, and he said, nah, let me throw myself back and suplex him, and he just went into a deeper like hold. He was put in worse positions because this man is just so dumb. He's so stupid. He chose to wrestle Paddy Pimblett, a guy much larger than him, and Paddy Pimblett is the jiu-jitsu guy with no hands. And yeah, Paddy Pimblett looked good, but that's just because Michael Chandler is shit. He's just so shit. He's so stupid. He does not know how to win because he doesn't know what to do besides throw big meaty hooks and fake some grappling sequence. This man is just so dumb. And let's go to the next one. Look, this one is Paddy Pimblett. It was dumb versus dumb when it was Chandler versus him. And you know what? Paddy Pimblett is a smarter guy. But when he faced Gaethje, a guy who I guess is a veteran and a pro nowadays, right? When he faced Gaethje, a 37-year-old on antibiotics, what did Paddy Pimblett do? The jiu-jitsu guy, what did he try to go do against the pocket boxer? He tried to pocket box when he tried to box him at range and stuff like that. Why did you not take him down? If you were cheering Paddy Pimblett on, and if you expect, I had money on him, metaphorical fake monopoly money, not real money, I don't bet, but if I did, and I saw him not go for the grappling until the 5th freaking round, I would be punching my TV. I would be punching holes all over the wall. I wouldn't know what to do because holy Christ, this man really just went out there and thought he could knock out Justin Gaethje. He really thought he was that big. I don't know if that's IQ or that's just overconfidence and delusion, but whatever it is, I'm just going to take out IQ because I do not know what else to put it. This man really had nothing for Gaethje in the feet and decided, nah, this is not working, but eventually it will. I don't know what else to put it as. Just no IQ. Next one, Dan Hooker. Why did he try to take down BSD? Well, again, I don't know if this is dumb, if they're dumb or they just think they're better at whatever. You're not a grappler, brother. You were fucking teeping him to the gut. He was teeping BSD so much to the gut, and it looked good, and it looked promising. And I'm like, oh, cool. Dan Hooker's gonna win this. He might win this as an underdog. I voted for him. I'm cheering for him. I like Dan Hooker. And then he goes for a takedown, gets reversed, and then gets like crucifixed and choked out, and then that whole sequence is just all because Dan Hooker went for a takedown that he did not need to do. That was not a smart idea when he was absolutely piecing BSD at range with those oblique kicks, the stomach punch. He was doing so good, and his takedown defense was so like high level. He looked so good, man, and that's all I could say. But then he just did the stupidest thing. His IQ, it's just CTE at this point. His brain is encrusted. There's no more wrinkles. He's smooth brain, or maybe too much wrinkles where there's no brain left. I don't know what it is, but this man needs to get checked up. If he ever goes, God forbid, he passes, rest his soul in peace, brother. But they need to check his brain. They need to check his brain and just test CTE, him or Tito, whoever comes first. Right, next person. Oop. Spoiled that one. Kevin Holland. Him versus Rodriguez, D-Rod, has to be one of the most frustrating fights you have ever seen if you're voting for Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland, oh my God, it genuinely looks like he went out there high as hell. I do not know how else to put it besides the fact that he had D-Rod just absolutely wobbled, damn near concussed. He just needed one more punch at the end of round 3. And you know what Kevin Holland did? He high plumbed and tried to throw a knee. He tried to switch knee. A guy who was just one jab, one good clean punch away from going out and going concussed. But no. Kevin Holland wasn't going to do that. Kevin Holland wasn't going to look for the KO or try to get a KO or a cool. He wasn't going to get the real finish. He wanted to do it his way, his 45-70 way, where he actually drops a knee on D-Rod for some reason. Also, this guy, the same guy who chose to strike with the karate specialist and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Why are you standing up with that man? Is it IQ? Is it machismo? Is he just dumb? Or is he overconfident? What is it? This man got kicked in the liver 3 times and decided, yeah, I'm going to continue standing with this man. Yeah, he pinpointed my liver 3 times now, but guess what? What am I supposed to do? As if Kevin Holland is not good at jiu-jitsu and could actually take people down. You saw him scramble against Chimaev. This man knows what he's doing. He survived Chimaev as well, and he was scrambling good. And this man, he's not going to go for a while, because why would he? I don't even understand him, man. Is it him being dumb, smart? I don't know. He chose to stand up with Wonderboy, and he had a finishing sequence on D-Rod, and he chose not to go with it. He chose to not do it. And that has to be nothing else than IQ. I cannot see that as another thing besides IQ. Next person, right? Diego Lopez. You already saw it. You already got hit. Man, I love Diego Lopez. I'm a big fan of Diego Lopez. He represents my country, even though he's Brazilian. And I don't care. He wears a sombrero. I have a sombrero. I'm a big fan. I was cheering him on against Alexander Volkanovski the first time. I was cheering him on against the second time. And the second time pissed me off so much. Because why? Why did you get he lost the first fight and then chose to not change anything in the second fight, besides the fact that instead of cutting the cage when Volk turned right, Volk turned left, and then that just destroyed and crumbled out all the Diego Lopez thing. You went for you barely went for takedowns. The time when he went for a takedown and got a good choke against Volkanovski, I think in the end of the second round, a good choke, but no. Going for a takedown, show him more aggression, show him more urgency. The things you needed in the first fight, you're not gonna show it in the second fight. No. More patience and feints. That's why his corner told him to do. No, you're doing good, buddy. Show him more feints. That's where your IQ is. It's oh my God, this man pocket boxes one of the best pocket boxers, right? And he got outshone levels by Volkanovski, a guy who has a shorter range and a shorter reach and height, right? So what does the Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy who has actual good takedown, who has actual good submissions and control from the bottom, what does he do? He just stands there and looks stupid. There are breakdowns to why Diego Lopez kicks are shitty kicks, because he throws the most obvious, blatant, I'm winding up for a big soccer kick and then land with my toes. He broke both his feet in this fight. And he's coming back and doing the exact same thing. It's pissing me off, because I'm genuinely believing, he's going to do more. He's going to do better. He's going to try something. And when he found success in the grappling, guess what he did? He didn't return to it at all. And that, oh my Lord, oh my mighty, my nuts itch because of this. This man, IQ of a fucking pebble. I do not understand how you are just so superior in one area than the other person, and you chose not to go back there. Yes, Volkanovski is a good grappler and didn't get submitted by someone like Islam, but are you not even gonna show the threat? Are you not even gonna present the threat? Are you not gonna keep that obvious threat? You're just gonna trust on that one fluky punch that you're gonna win this? I do not know what they're doing. Next person right now. This person in and out the cage. Idiot. Not only did he jump on Ilya Taporia for beating his wife because I don't know. First of all, scummy as all hell. He attacked Ilya Taporia and Ilya Taporia's brother, saying he was gonna fight him and stuff like that because Ilya Taporia made fun of his overalls. You call him a wife beater, he should go to hell. How a wife is not a trophy, you can't have multiple of them and stuff like that. Yada yada yada. This man also screwed his balls. I think he was making a shed. He had a drill powered right through his ball sack. This man, in and out the cage, IQ down, negative, bro, negative. It's winter right now. Your IQ is the same, like East Coast temperature right now, man. You out there in Chicago temperature in the winter. You're negative like 26 right now, bro. You're real down bad, man. Real down bad. I'm talking about stupid, dumb, good for, I don't know what else to do. A donkey brain. This man... Albeit, I'm not talking about in the cage, because in the cage, I guess he's not that bad. I mean, he could have started off wrestling against Josh Emmett before he got absolutely concussed with that big punch early in the fight. You know, he could have tried doing a little bit more, but I'm not really judging him off that. I'm judging him off everything else in his personal life. I like him. I like his farm. I don't know about witches ruining tomato plants and stuff like that, but I just think he's dumb. He's just dumb. Next person, Chito Vera. When you have a granite chin jaw like Chito Vera and you choose to point fight, when this man does not get cut, he took the craziest knee I've ever seen anybody ever take from Sean O'Malley, and he just ate that, and he was like, damn, I'm scared I'm going to get knocked out, though. Why are you scared? You just proved to the world that you could take these punches. Him versus Sandhagen. Sandhagen was the top, dropping elbow, ground and pound. Chito Vera stood up and no scars. Perfect face. No damage, no bruising, no blood. And then you see Sandhagen, and he's on top, dropping ground and pound. He's the one cut up. This man has titanium skin and a granite jaw, and he chooses to play the most fickle, scared, at-range, fluky type of way as a fighter, where I'm like, no, bro, go in there and spark this dude. You're not going to get sparked. Spark him out first. It's a battle. With Chito Vera, it should be a battle of grit. Who's going to get KO'd first? Let's both step in the fire, and I'm going to come out on top because I'm just more durable. That's my X. That's my X factor. That's my mutation. Like a fucking X-Men character, right? And he chooses to not do any of that. None of it. And he's not improving, and he could be so good, but I think he got these the Dominic Cruz fight. The Dominic Cruz fight, the other ones around that, he just got those wins, and he's like, I could do it again. No, you can't, bro. Where's your IQ? Win, fight, strike, bro. You suck. Next person, Derek Lewis. Holy shit. It is less about IQ and me just wanting to make fun of his diabetes. Getting punched in the jaw and thinking it's a good idea to fall on your back. Where's the IQ in that? Where's the IQ in that? Just, all right, I gotta take a nap real quick while another 240-pound Dominican man is willing and ready to salsa dance over your grave, and you just decide to, let me rest on my back like I'm in Hawaii. I'm about to get this bonus anyway. About to take my woman out of Golden Corral, and we finna about to eat good. No, bro, where's your IQ? Where's the urgency? Where's any of it? Where's anything? Right? Next person, right? Taito Avasa. Oh my lord. Again, this kind of with Bryce Mitchell. This is the last person too, right? We're talking about. Like and subscribe if you made it this far. I am Bri MMA. I post every day, daily UFC videos. Please like and subscribe. Please follow, right? Now, Taito Avasa. I've been talking about this man more than I have ever talked about anybody else in my entire life for the past week, right? How to fix. First of all, I'm talking about let's cut all the heavyweights. Next video, I'm talking about like let's save the heavyweights. Now I'm talking about what the fuck do we do? Because this man's IQ had him away from the sport for 2 years, and he did not decide to lose weight. He did not decide to get better. He did not decide to learn defense or wrestling and stuff like that. What did he do? What are you in here for? What IQ? What does your brain tell you to do for 2 years? Oh, he's a venture marketer. He's an entrepreneur. He's doing this and that and that and that and that. This is your career. This is how you got famous. You're doing a shoey. Made you a fucking famous superstar in Australia and globally. And you telling me you just chose not to continue that path because you chose to have a party and lifestyle where you're just obese, an obese man. That's what you chose. That's what you want. You're an athlete, brother, but your brain told you, nah. Diddy got a party, bruh. Why am I gonna go train jujitsu and shit? I'm about to hit this island with Epstein. I'm about to do that. I'm about to go there. I'm about to drink some beer. I'm about to party. This man had to cut weight to make the limit of 265 pounds. This man was talking about the struggle of having to eat healthy for this camp. They showed a video of him eating fucking a salad. No, all he had to do was just let go of some beer and drink diet soda for a chance, and he would have lost weight. I don't understand it. Look, that's the last guy I'm talking about. If you think of anybody else who I didn't put in this list, like Jalen Turner, who couldn't finish Moicano, even had that. Like, if there's more people, let me know down below. While you're down there, like and subscribe. Tell me who you think is the dumbest, if I'm overreacting or anything like that. Besides that, have a good day. Bye.